It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. All that and more coming up next.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today we've got an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis here at the Superdome. But Charles, these Saints, after a good run from 2017 to 2020, they've kind of been middle of the pack the last couple of years, 7-10 a season ago. What's their recipe for turning things around?
I think continuing the short passing game that they're known for, and see if some of their playmakers can make some short passes into longer plays. And then on defense, continuing to pressure quarterbacks in the pocket. They tend to get after them pretty hard.
Meanwhile, optimism reigning with the visiting Panthers. They've got a new coach, they've got a new quarterback, and they've got a real chance to be a playoff team in 2023.
And a lot of it starts on the defensive side of the ball, where they've been good for the last few seasons. If the offense joins them, they will be a tough out in the NFC South.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Young. He'll air one out deep for Mingo. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Young working out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years. And right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Carr. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Carr completes it, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And the Saints are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now Carr. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! A.T. Perry from 3 yards out. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
15 yards there for number 15.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4. Right back to Hubbard. Gets around him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Young. Open man is Mingo. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Young looks to throw on first down. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 6 now. Now Young. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air once more, Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, it's Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this taken in at the goal line. Well, now how about this return? Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach.
For the Saints, this is why they signed him.
They
got a strong performance from their quarterback, Derek Carr. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
7 yards there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he stopped immediately there. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this one taken in by Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Shotgun now for Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now a first down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Young. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Carr. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
A play fake. Now Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, 40 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. I don't see any flags, Charles. And in the final stages, the return touchdown has him an extra point away from tying this up.
You're exactly right. The field is clean. It's going to count.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Young. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down 24-21, a little over 20 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like Brandon